questions on the VA disability claims process, high value VA claims, high value VA secondary claims, denied VA disability claims. Let your boy know. Active duty military, transitioning out. You got any questions on the benefits delivery at discharge? Definitely, I recommend y'all take advantage of that. You can submit your VA disability claim up to 180 days prior to separation. Definitely, it's going to put you a leg up on the VA disability claims process, as well as alleviate a little bit of stress throughout your, your VA claims experience. But hey, let's get into it. If y'all, if you're tuning in live, let your boy know where you're tuning in live from, as well as for those veterans who are coming in afterwards. Hey, hit up in the comments. Let me know where you're coming from. Any questions you have pertaining to the VA disability claims process, let your boy know. I answer all comments, questions, concerns, any posts, anything, I answer them all. Hey, as y'all coming in, by all means, I appreciate it. Y'all got any questions, by all means, let your boy know. Feel free to interrupt me at any time. Yeah, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. Hey, appreciate you. Oh, what's good with the LG? Oh, I made it to it. Yes, sir. Friday, finally Friday. I mean, I'm not over here saying it's Friday on a Tuesday. Hey, appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate that. Hit that like button. Oh, hopefully you got that Crown Peach Royal on ice. I know I got mine on ice. Just got to pick me up some sweet tea, baby. How your Friday going? How your Friday going? Comments, questions, concerns on the VA disability claims process. How your claims going right now? How's your claims going? What's Gucci with it? What's Gucci with it? As y'all coming in, feel free to ask any questions. Gonna be on here for a good minute. Don't wait until the end. I know veterans like to wait to the end. Throw in that long ass question, but you ain't gotta wait till the end for me. Just get in, get your question out. Don't be shy, don't be scared, and then you go about your Friday, knowing that you got some good advice. You got your Crown Peach tequila, whatever you got, whatever you drinking, vodka on ice. Come on, get your boy. It's Friday. It's time to plus up these VA disability claims, increase our VA disability rating, because it's 2023 year to vet. Understand me? Oh, J504. Has anyone not gotten their PACT Act letter? I actually did get a letter in the mail about a week ago, just saying, talking about the PACT Act. Not necessarily anything on that deadline date. I did get an email on that because I'm subscribed to the VA's, the Veteran Affairs website. They'll send like quarterly or any specific news that's coming out. I did get that notification saying August 9th is the last day to file. I mean, you can still file after August 9th, but if you're trying to get any back pay associated with the VA PACT Act 2022 when it was signed, if you're trying to get a year's worth of back pay, you definitely need to submit that claim prior to August 9th to receive any of that. As well as for those of y'all who are putting in PACT Act related claims, your diagnosis, treatment history, all that, complaints, it needs to have came prior to August of last year. I believe let's go August 1st, 2022. Whenever the VA PACT Act 2022 was signed, as long as your diagnosis is prior to that and you submit your claim, not hit intent to file, submit that VA disability claim prior to August 9th, then you'll be entitled to all of that back pay. Motherfucker J504. What do I do if they don't pay me the PACT Act date? Called VA. They can't give me an answer. Okay. Did you call a 1-800 number or did you contact Vera? But you could definitely, it's in the PACT Act law. So if the VA is saying, okay, if it's deemed that if you submitted a claim for PACT Act, they assessed you, sent you into a C&P exam, and then whenever you get the results of that back, it's, classified as a PACT Act. Well, I'm screwed then. You answer my question. Okay, there you go, 504. What's the nature around your claim? Motherfucking J504. Come on, let your boy know. Did you have a diagnosis post-August of last year? Or you haven't submitted your claim yet? I just got some diagnosis. Okay, last month. Okay. But if you've had an intent to file, since, last fucking March. No, not March, because then it would have lapsed already. Like, say if you put in a claim, intent to file last August, whenever the PACT Act did come out, you'll still be entitled to the back pay from your intent to file date, but not necessarily if you went out. But, okay, so having a diagnosis and having treatment history is two different things. If you've been treated for anything PACT Act related for years, you didn't know what it was, possibly your doctor didn't know what it was, and now you're getting assessed for specific disabilities that's on the PACT Act, you could definitely fight that effective date for, August 22nd August 2022. Not too sure the date in which it was signed, but you could definitely fight the effective date to get any, compensation for the back pay. As long as that claim is submitted prior to August 9th. If that makes sense. Motherfucker, LG, when it comes to the VA medical teams, how do they assign you to a team? I think they just, whichever team is like vacant or they're not as busy, I think they just throw you to the wolves. I'm not sure it's like, like when I was going to VA medical back in 2017, I called the 1-800 number. They sent me fucking like 40 miles out of the way to go to, examinations. But I would always use the secure messaging. Any complaints I had, I used secure messaging. I started that from the beginning. I was like, no, because at least for my initial interaction with the VA, like I would complain about something either on the phone or in person, but then it wasn't in my notes. So definitely back that up with a secure message prior to going in, because even if they don't answer those questions within the secure messaging as well as in person or on the phone, you can utilize that as medical evidence on a VA claim. Like, hey, I've been getting treated for this for last 10 years. The VA, I've asked them monthly for the last 10 years or 5 years, 10 months, whatever the case may be, to give me a diagnosis. Because for some reason, the VA, as well as active duty military doctors, they don't like to give diagnosis. I'm not sure how the Air Force works. I know you Air Force bunnies got it easy. But at least in the Marine Corps, Navy, and the Army, these medical doctors, they're not trying to give diagnosis. They'll fucking throw ibuprofen, water, and socks at us. But, at the end of the day, we're trying to get diagnosis to make our VA disability claim a lot much easier. Oh, okay. Motherfucking Ephraim. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, but we can go at Belton. Belton. How much does a Nexus letter usually cost? I would say average. I say, okay, average is probably like 700, 750. But I've seen better quality, and I've utilized better quality at a less amount. I went through, Prestige Medical Consultants. They're called something else at the time. But if you plan on going through, the process, even if it's just once, they charge $150 for as many claims or as many times as you want to utilize them for a records review and any recommendations for disabilities. But usually if you're coming to them, you specifically know which Nexus letters you do need. And they do charge, I think it's still $600 per Nexus letter, $150 per DBQ. Hopefully you're not in a rush. They do have a rush order option. But there are some other people out there as well. There are Facebook groups you can go to, shop around. Just go to Facebook, type in VA help groups or veteran VA disability groups. It's a lot of groups on Facebook. They give some good information, but the best information that most veterans go to those group web pages for are access to these doctors, psychiatrists that provide veterans with Nexus letters as well as with DBQs. Hopefully answers your questions. Motherfucking Ephraim. J504. I got diagnosed with cough. Cough due to an exposure to potentially hazardous substances. Last month. Okay. How long have you had that cough? If you got denied service connection, but you have favorable findings and now have a diagnosis, is it worth the appeal? LG, yeah, you can. Yeah, 100% you can appeal. Okay, so, and that's what the back pay is really for. So say if you put in for a specific disability that's related to the PACT Act and you were denied prior to August 22nd, August 2022, But now that specific disability is now considered a presumptive condition. You may have not had a diagnosis back then, but you've had, years of treatment. You finally got a diagnosis, and you're finally remedying or responding to the issues on that initial denial decision letter. Then yeah, you should be warranted towards that, towards the back pay. But definitely, you would need years. Don't quote me on it. I'm not sure how your medical evidence looks, but if your medical evidence shows that, okay, for like the last 5 years, you've been dealing with this respiratory issue that's related to a toxic exposure in which you obtained while you were in the military. However, doctors couldn't figure out what it was. You didn't know what it was. This the VA PACT Act 2022 list came out, and then okay, well, it could be this. Let me go get assessed for it. Now you got a proper diagnosis. I would go as far as, even if hopefully you're on good terms with your doctor, see if they can provide you with a letter saying, hey, I've been seeing motherfucker J504 for the last 4 years. He's had this issue since he separated from the military, and I can attest that yes, this disability came from his military time. But yeah, back to motherfucking Belton. If you're on good terms with your doctor, or if your doctor is willing to help you out, they can fill out DBQs and IMOs. Not so much if you're going through VA medical. It's very rare that doctors are willing to, act outside of the conflict of interest that they always say, which is BS to me. But private doctors usually, it's copay, a couple of dollars here and there, whatever the case may be. If you've expunged or exhausted both of those options, then that's when I would say, okay, go out, seek a reputable, organization that's helping veterans, providing them with nexus letters and DBQs, not for an arm and a leg, definitely not, 1,500 or something like that. Oh, motherfucking LG, my homie went to Minute Clinic and was diagnosed with daytime sleepiness, and they are sending him home. They're sending him a home sleep study. If positive, can you use this for his claim? Okay, LG. So it depends on the nature of it. Definitely he can. But if you're trying to file direct service connection, he's going to need in-service complaints of sleep issues, sleep disturbances, things of that nature. Or if he can show causation. What's the causation? What's the primary causation of the daytime sleepiness? Oh, motherfucking Jay, if you got denied service connection, but you had, okay, I think it's that duplicated, or I already read it. And if he doesn't have a positive sleep study, can he still? Yeah, he can still claim daytime, hypersomnolence, motherfucking leviosa, some Harry Potter fucking terms over there. Come on, dog. Yeah, he could definitely file as long as he has the medical evidence. He has the diagnosis. If he has in-service complaints, hey, there you go. That complaint serves as a nexus. You don't have to go out, pay fucking, your first child and your left leg for a nexus letter. Hey, you already got it. For the in-service complaints. Oh, motherfucking, how you doing? Just released. Veterans can now file supplemental claims online. That's always been a thing. You can submit supplementals online, or you mean through Access VA, like immediately to the VA. As y'all coming in, by all means, if y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process, high value VA claims, denied VA claims advice, let your boy know. Active duty military transitioning out. You got questions about the BDD or benefits delivery at discharge? Let me know. Let's get into it. And as y'all coming in, hey, let me know where y'all coming from. I appreciate it if y'all hit that motherfucking like button. I appreciate your strife. Motherfucking LG, LOL, yes sir. Motherfucking J504. Pardon me. I got history all the way from basic. I caught, hyperthermia, and why they do the diagnosis for the PACT Act. The conditions is related to overseas service in 2010. If the conditions are presumptive, why doesn't it matter for the back? It's technically a diagnosis. If it's in service, that's a diagnosis. A complaint or a diagnosis in service goes a long way whenever you're submitting a claim. Now, when it comes to classifying if it's a direct, presumptive, go for presumptive, all this other shit with the VA, they go through their own internal process. You know, it's all, bro. It's all politics, dog. It's all politics. It's all shit I ain't trying to get into right now. But it just depends on the nature of the claim. Oh, okay, you got a toxic exposure. They're gonna push you through the PACT Act presumptive route. Put you in, you know, a little database. You know, blah 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 blah. Get your service connected. I mean, the VA doesn't make any rhyme or reason. So definitely, you know, you got to navigate it with a little bit of, you know, a little bit of salt. Any questions? Questions, comments, concerns? Oh, how you doing? How you doing? Questions, comments. Pardon me. Hey, as y'all coming in, by all means, y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process, denied VA claims, high value VA claims, active duty military, trying to get into the claims process, let me know. If you got crazy discharges, let's talk about them. Motherfucker ME. Back again. My VA doctors are not giving me diagnosis. Okay, I know we spoke last time. Did you complain to that specific doctors? I'm going to private doctors to get them. Okay, there you go. Hey, fuck it, you know. That's what I'm telling you. Like, the VA medical is very hard to find a doctor that's going to be helping you, diagnosing you, providing you with a DBQ if needed, or an IMO. But, you know, fucking the private route is a lot better. LG. And it doesn't matter. The diagnosis came from day one. From 1 day visit. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. Hopefully, I mean, if they diagnosed him, they diagnosed him. It really doesn't matter. He'll just have to tack that medical evidence along with all of his years of complaints. Definitely capture it in a personal statement. And if he can follow up with his primary care provider, hopefully it's not VA medical. Like, hey, you know, I've been having issues. Whatever the case was that had him, or, you know, the situation that made him go to that 1 minute clinic to get assessed and diagnosed, possibly get some medication. You know, definitely bring that up with his doctor to get it, continue, continuity of care. You definitely want to maintain the continuity of care. Motherfucker J504. Why they do one claim at a time? They don't have separate divisions for different claims. I think they do have separate separate divisions. I know, like, they did hire last year. I think they had like 2,500 to 3,500 new VA raters to specifically process PACT Act related claims, as well as I think, you know, probably like a couple of hundred for just regular non-VA, non-PACT Act related claims. And there are like different functions. Like the VA rater, they're not doing all the homework and shit. They do have like claims specialists. They'll go through your file. Like, okay, these are all normal claims. Cool, they're all normal. They're not PACT Act related. I'm going to pass it to this, specific claim specialist. And then they're going to start diving through your record, ordering C&P exams. If not, if they got an issue with a specific claim, disability in which you did claim, okay, then that's when they'll ping a VA rater. Oh, let me see. Okay. I can't see one of these messages. Fucking son. Alright, J5. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Hit that live chat. Let me see the live chat. Okay. Okay, why doesn't the VA care about National Guard DD-214s? They go off on deployment. One, shitty. If National Guard only gets benefits if they deploy. Okay, it's not so much just National Guard. It's National Guard, Air Reserve. It's just a reserve component. You don't necessarily need to deploy, but any active duty period in which you incurred an injury, whether it be in boot camp, basic, AIT, weekend warrior business, fucking your 2 weeks or a month annual training in the summer, or if you actually do active ADOS orders. It's pretty much active duty orders, whether you're doing work OCONUS or CONUS. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you go outside the state. The VA is looking for, okay, this injury occurred while you were active duty, during an active period. if that makes sense. Motherfucker J504, because they not doing anything on my dependents claim. You got a dependent that's in the military, or what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Let's get it. Let's get it. Everett. If I put in a claim, my intent to file in January, but I want to do a secondary to a claim I already recently won for tinnitus. Will the effective date be January or the date after I submit the secondary? If that claim is still alive, like if that claim that you submitted in January, if it's still in the VA rating process, it hasn't completely finalized, then yeah, you can go. I mean, hopefully you're working with a VSO that can, ping that VA rater, like, hey, the veteran wants to add some more things to this. Oh, Emmy, when I look at the notes from the Blue Button reports, okay, the doctor is saying things never discussed or talked about. What can a veteran do when doctors are just putting things to cover themselves? You could definitely put, write a secure message requesting to speak to a supervisor because that specific doctor is writing, misinformation and lies on the notes. Fuck it, that's go balls to the wall. That's what I would do. And that's what I did do with one of my doctors because she just wasn't listening to me. She put some off the wall shit in the Blue Button report. And then when I go in there, trying to look at what medical evidence that I need for a specific claim, back then it was for sleep apnea. It was just like information that wasn't needed for that shouldn't have been put in there. I got it deleted out. And it was just like lies and misinformation. So definitely send a secure message to that specific team, and then requesting to speak to that specific doctor or supervisor to get that information deleted from your file. Motherfucking J504, wait, go. I'm talking about for like the benefits, basic benefits. I have other than honorable. I have an other than honorable from guard, but honorable from deployment orders, and they don't care about the guard one. I have all my benefits and everything. Okay. Let's check it out. Let me check it out right quick. Let me check it. I mean, with OTH. I think with OTH. Let me see. I think it's OTH. Let me check it out right quick. Okay, I get it now. Oh, appreciate your strive, keep sweat, motherfucking nobody. And I have $2. I want to put them down as dependents. They looked at it once and haven't done anything about it once. Okay. So for the first part, Jay, for the OTH period, the VA doesn't. You can get treated for those disabilities, but specifically for any injuries that occurred during that period of that enlistment contract, the VA, they're not going to compensate it because it's not honorable. I had the same question because, when your boy got out, I got out with a general under honorable conditions, but, because that was my question, because, some legal shit happened, whatever the case may be, fucking OTH was on the board, but I was just like, man, go get Debo an OTH. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. But if they did, those were the questions I had pertaining to the VA claims process. What would be the, the impacts, blah, 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 backstory, all those shit. But definitely I would recommend, so at least for that period, it's not going to be considered compensatable. In order to get it compensatable, you will need to request an increase for your characterization of service. Motherfucking keep sweat in the house. Yes, sir. Showing support. I got you, dog. Motherfucking J504. Oh, okay, yep. And I have $2 I want to. Okay, what's your current percentage, J504, if you don't mind me asking? Because if you're 30% or higher VA rating, they should be adding your dependents. I'm not sure why they're bullshitting you. And how are you trying to add them? Online or you're calling in person? I should have lost like school and house loan. Okay. But they have. I shouldn't have lost like school and house loan. Okay. So how many active duty periods or active contracts do you have? Because like say if you say if you did 8 years, or if you're still in the reserves, you know, National Guard, your first contract is considered honorable. Your first 4 to 6 years, depending on what branch you're in, and then you're re-enlisted. After you re-enlist, that starts a new contract. All of your benefits will be secured in that first contract because it's considered honorable service. J504, when they say that also on the decision letter, I have 70%, and I did it online. Okay, yeah. Yo, the decision letter should break down your, and it's from 08, 2010. Okay. Yeah, it should definitely have it on the decision letter. If not, I mean, do you know what percentage you're at right now? You can definitely check on eBenefits or va.gov. But yeah, so like going into your second enlistment, say you know you enlisted for 5 years for the reserve, but you went like 4 years because you know you slapped someone upside their head, and then you know they process you out for a fucking OTH. You know, big whoop, cool, Gucci. You still rate VA benefits due to your first contract, so definitely. Aisha, 444. My husband have general under honorable conditions, but he is a combat veteran. Okay, can this change? He does have 70% PTSD. Does that do anything with it? Okay, he could definitely submit for an increase for the characterization of service, but I mean, unless he's trying to do something specific, like you know, go out and be a fucking CIA agent, you know, something crazy. I mean, general. Like to get compensatable benefits, you just need a general under honorable conditions or honorable. And the VA, you know, they say you need honorable conditions in order to reap any VA disability benefits as well as a compensation. So I mean, your husband he doesn't need to go in and request an increase or you know, increase to his characterization of service unless it's like job specific. If he's trying to do something with the law enforcement or something like that. But I mean, you know, as far as I got. For federal law enforcement, just to be told to reapply because I was in the application process too long with general under honorable conditions. I mean, I'm sure your husband he'll be good. He'll be good. He'll be Gucci killers. Motherfucker J504. That's my ID plan was okay. 08 2019. Okay. 70%, about to be 80%. Okay. I mean, I think you're doing good, Jay. Just whatever disabilities you're trying to claim until you request and then get an increase for that second period, you know, your second contract, upgrade that characterization of service, then any injuries, like you just need to go to general under honorable conditions. You don't need to fucking, you know, shoot for the stars and get an honorable. But you definitely need to request, see if you can get an increase. If it increases just to general under honorable conditions, then you can claim and get compensated for any disability or injuries that occurred during that time period in which you did receive the OTH. Hopefully that answers your question. Motherfucker ME, I filed a claim July 3rd. I wanted to file my intent to file my next claim. Will this affect the process of the current? Okay, no. I mean, it just depends on how the VA processes that claim. I've seen some people, you know, they start their shit January 1st. They're going through the process, and it's like, oh, fuck, you know, I just want to start another one March 1st. You know, that claim may take a couple of months to adjudicate. Sometimes the VA, they'll just look at both, and they'll give you, you know, it's in their best interest to pay us less. So, of course, they might, you know, well, fuck it. The March one's right there. Let's just go right there. You know, it may be a mistake, and, you know, if it is a mistake, you can always contest it. Just make sure you have all of your intent to file information date. You know, print it off before it's lost in the system and you can't retrieve it. But you know, definitely. Motherfucker, Aisha, thanks. We got a lawyer for his Reynolds syndrome, amputated fingers, slump foot. There you go. Oh, there you go, Aisha. Aisha. Asia. It's probably Asia, huh? I'm fucking up names. J504. It's 09 to 11. My bad. No, you good, dog. Okay. Hold on, let me see this shit. Please show support and hit the like button. Yes, sir. Keep sweating. Yes, sir. I don't know why it censored that message. Hold on, come on, let me see that. Was it? Hit the like button. Okay, it's not. Okay, so YouTube got moderators on here. All right, appreciate the strike. Appreciate the love. Yes, Aisha. Okay, there you go. There you go. Appreciate the strife. There you go. And hey, as y'all coming in, I see a few of y'all in here. Y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process? Denied VA claims, secondary VA claims, denied. Active duty military, let your boy know. Let us know where y'all coming from. J504, would it be, okay, let me see. Would it even matter? All my claims are from probably deployment. And I think I can get 100% from PTSD secondaries. When I file, I'm getting boosted to 80%, fail pulmonary test to get 10%, 80%. Okay, yeah. I mean, like, if you can obtain, increase your disability where you're currently at, utilizing the medical evidence from your first contract, I mean, you're already at 80%. You probably at like 75% true, or you're like 79, whatever, or 84% rounded down, whatever the case may be. I mean, you're close to 100. I mean, I'm not sure what your goal is. I mean, hopefully your goal is 100. 2023 year to vet, dog. I want to come out and hang out. One of my officials, yes sir, let's go. Let's get some motherfucker. Oh, sheesh, whiskey, tequila, baby. Yeah, definitely. I definitely recommend that. You're pushing. I mean, you're at 80% or 70 right now. About to get to 80, 75%. Okay, pushed up to 80. 75%. Okay, yeah. Definitely, assess yourself. See what you're currently service connected for. Like I always tell veterans, see if you can increase what you already have, as well as work with your doctor if they're good. Hopefully they're not shitty. And evaluate you to see if that disability that you're service connected for is causing is the word, a secondary VA disability. Like if you're service connected for your back and it's causing cervical strain, that's a disability. Or if your low back is causing sciatica in both legs, hip pains, fucking knee misalignment, shit like that. You just gotta be fucking. It's all strategy. Alcohol and substance abuse are those secondaries. That's not necessarily secondaries. Symptoms of a specific, mental health disability. Do you currently have a mental health VA rating? So the way the VA works, you don't need multiple mental health ratings to get an increase for anything mental health. In order to get an increase for mental health, you need to show how has your symptoms worsened as well as added to, and what has been the impacts your mental health disability had under my PTSD. Okay, what are you currently service connected for PTSD? If you don't mind me asking, J504. Oh, yeah, you definitely need to capture symptoms, how they have gotten worse, as well as any new symptoms, and what has been the impacts to your personal and your professional life since your last C&P exam for that specific disability. And that's how you get an increase for your mental health. Like a lot of veterans think you go out, you get fucking 5 more mental health diagnoses, you take that on. The VA, unless they see any increase in symptomology, impacts to your personal and your work life, they'll tack those on, but you'll still remain at 50%, or may possibly take a hit and get decreased. So, definitely, I tell all my veterans, whenever you go into the VA claims process, make sure the medical evidence that you're supplying for an increase or a secondary, you can maintain the percentage in which you're at. You don't want to fucking just go in there, but hey, I want fucking 70%. But okay, well, this is not 70% criteria. You're at 50. This is not even 50% criteria. We're gonna bust that ass down to 30%, and then definitely you don't want to come out of there salty. Come on, ME. I am in a lot of, I'm on a lot of medications. They're not all working. Okay, what should I do? What should I tell the doctor? The doctor or C&P doctors when asked why am I not getting better? Okay. So, just tell them that. If you're working with your doctor and they're just giving you medication and you're complaining, hey, the medication is not working, and they're not changing it, they're not increasing it, I'm not, you can tell that to the C&P examiner. Like, hey, here are all my complaints. I've been seeing this doctor for the last 3 years. I always tell them, this mental health medication is not working. This medication for GERD, IBS, throat goblins, don't matter. Here's all my history of me complaining about the medication or this treatment method routine is not working. I'm not sure what else to do. Blah blah blah. The C&P examiner. Hopefully they're writing this shit down on a DBQ, not on a sticky note. And they're putting that down. But okay, yeah, blah blah blah. Veteran has been complaining about it, and he's still taking the medication. But since he's still taking the medication, the symptoms and the severity of that disability has still been increasing. So due to that, you always be warranted for an increase or secondary if that medication is causing a secondary disability. Motherfucker J504. Yeah, chronic PTSD following combat. Okay, post-traumatic stress disorder, alcohol disorder, moderate and cocaine use disorder, and sustained remission. Also claimed as PTSD. Okay, there you go. Personal trauma, service-connected, death based on 70%. Okay. Are you trying to increase your? That's what they combine to my. Okay, yeah. So I mean, definitely you want to, like I said, like. If you're rated for any mental health disability, if you get additional diagnosis and you put in for an increase, they usually tack it on. As well as if you have specifically PTSD service connected, you go to try to file for TBI or anything neurological like migraines. The VA, they like to lump those together as a symptom of PTSD. Okay, no secondaries. Okay, there you go. But if your PTSD is causing any secondary issues, you can always build that medical evidence. A lot of veterans secondary sleep apnea to PTSD, hypertension, fucking high blood pressure. A couple other things as well. So I mean, you just gotta assess yourself, work with your doctor. Hopefully, you got a good doctor. Not some fucking shitbag out here. And build those secondaries. And you don't necessarily need to go for a secondary and assess yourself for PTSD. Whatever disability you're service connected for, assess, see what's your path for. Let's go. I can use those for secondary since those are combined to. You can or you can't. What are you talking about? Alright, y'all coming in by all means. Aisha, thank you for the information. I'm a veteran as well, 100%. Oh, sheesh. Appreciate your strife and your service, Aisha. And people like you help me and my husband. Oh, appreciate the strife, appreciate the love. Yes, ma'am. I try to do my best, help veterans out here. I mean, I started on here, because I was frustrated because I was getting help from my VSO, but I mean, it still wasn't the same. It wasn't like, like none of my buddies, they didn't know anything about the VA claims process. So I just said, fuck, let me open up a book. And then I started doing the YouTube because I got frustrated waiting. I was like, fuck, let me put myself out there. Let me help some other veterans in need. Motherfucking J504. No, she's good. She diagnosed me with 6 new things and I can file for those. Okay. 6 new mental health things or just like things in general. J504. Appreciate the strife. Appreciate the love. Caught me slipping. As y'all coming in, by all means, y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process? High value VA claims, secondary VA claims, denied. Oh, motherfucking goddamn Mike's in the house. Yes, sir. Hit that motherfucking like button, dog. Appreciate your stripe, dog. VA PACT Act 2022. Active duty military. Let your boy know. Y'all got any questions at all? Appreciate the like. Hit that like button. Hopefully, whatever y'all drink is, water, wine, tequila, whiskey. Hopefully it's on chill. And it's waiting for y'all once it's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? Motherfucker J504. Lumbo. Okay, lumbar. Ooh, appreciate the strife, motherfucker. USMC with the $10 motherfucking super thanks. Thank you, fellow vet, for spreading this information and helping me increase my percentage. Trying to get that 100% permanent total. Yes, sir. Hurrah. Motivate. Kill. Overall, appreciate the strife and the super tanks. Okay, motherfucker, back to J504 number. Okay, neck pain. So okay, that's cool. This motherfucker dyspnea. Exposure to potentially hazardous substance, low back pain, sciatica. Okay, there you go. And is that doctor attributing those injuries to your military service? Hopefully not the period in which you got the OTH, the first period. Pardon me. Appreciate the super thanks. Super team, super cuts, baby. Motherfucker, you love blah, blah, blah. USMC dub. Appreciate the strife. Any other questions at all? At all. Not today. Anything at all? Questions, comments, concerns? As y'all coming in, by all means, any questions on the VA disability claims process, high value VA claims, denied VA claims, active duty, transitioning out. ME, back again. Is there a place where I can find what are secondaries to a condition that I got a rating for, like tinnitus, anxiety, migraines? I mean, just like regular Google search, or I mean, you could talk to your doctor. You know, what are some side effects or some secondary issues that spawn from, you know, all of those? I mean, not so much for anxiety. Possibly maybe medication. Tinnitus, I mean, you can develop dizziness, hearing issues, as well as, what's that word I'm looking for? Vertigo and stuff like that. Migraines. I mean, if you're, I mean, it just depends. It just depends. What are you currently service connected for migraines? If you don't mind me asking. J504. I don't know. I like to look. She also sent me for. Oh, okay, there you go. MRI. MRIs is money for anything musculoskeletal, sciatica, broken joints, motherfucking dislocated nerves and shit like that. Definitely, you want to get an MRI for anything musculoskeletal. Motherfucking J504 said I had arthritis in my neck. Okay, back and narrowing of the nerve holes in my back. Okay. Motherfucking spinal. That boy. And she said it's linking to my MOS, whatever that means. Okay, so it's pretty much like attributing that your musculoskeletal pain issues, not so much pain, because VA, they don't give a fuck about pain until after the fact. But she's attributing your issues to your specific job in which you were doing in the military. Hopefully during your active duty period. Focus on that active duty period whenever you filling out those claims until you submit and get that increase for the OTH. Aisha, we couldn't get the doctor to connect him for his Rhinitis. Okay, because he was passing around from doctor to doctor. All this is in the findings. Okay, Rhinitis, amputated, slump foot. Okay. I mean, there are some some doctors, they just like that. You know, they like to give us the runaround and shit like that. I mean, definitely, I would say. I mean, if you could find, like, call doctors prior to going in, like, hey, you know, I want to speak to Dr. motherfucking crazy over there. You know, ask them questions prior to signing up. You know, investing months, possibly years into a doctor that's not going to be helping him out in the long term. And I mean, definitely, there's Facebook groups. If you need, like, you know, Nexus letter, DBQs filled out for it, a doctor that's specifically looking at vets and assessing them, that's definitely an option. I definitely recommend going, you know, go to Facebook if you got a Facebook, type in veterans or VA disability groups, and a few will come up. But you want to focus on the groups. There's like 2 or 3 groups that have 5,000, like 50,000 members or more, and they have sections in there to where you can look at specific doctors, how much they charge, and you know, look at that doctor's name before you go with any doctor. Look up that doctor's name in the in that group's chat or in their search, and then you can see reviews on each doctor. You know, hopefully y'all ain't dealing with no motherfucking Mr. Nolan. I mean, the migraines claim was July 3rd, and I'm okay. But what was your percentage for migraines? Motherfucker, and J504, I need the blue pill. Yes, sir. Claim my Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You need that blue pill, baby. And then once you get to 100% permanent total, take the fucking red pill, baby. Can you explain what exactly the claim for scars means? Can I claim like surgery scars or bullet scars? Yeah. Any scars you incur while you're active duty. I mean, I can pull it up right quick, but you know, if you was fucking riding a bike, I know a lot of military folk, you be seeing them riding bikes around the fucking base, looking all crazy and shit. If you fall, if you get hit by a car, and now you know you got fucking road rash, yes, you can claim whenever that road rash heals, you can claim the scar. The VA measure they rate by the length the length of all of your scars, as well as if there's pain or manipulation. Bullet wounds, stabs, like any scars that you sustained while you was in the military. But let me pull it up right quick, motherfucker. Okay, let me see. It's a lot. Okay, well, there's a lot in here on scars. So you pretty much get scars wherever they're located. Let me see. If you got any, broken nose, if you got shot in the nose, depending on the degree of how much is missing, you can get a 10 to 30% on that. If any disabilities are causing scars, any dermatology, skin issues that you're service connected for, you can get service connect. Burns to the head, face, neck, or any part of your body. Depending on the level of burns that created those scars, you get anywhere from 10, 30, 50, and 80%. They said my bullet wound, I can't claim because bullets not in me, so I want to claim the scar then. Yeah, you can definitely claim the scar. As well, yeah, you can't, there are claims for if you still have shrapnel inside of you, but you can't claim the shrapnel. You can definitely claim the scar in which it left. But if the scar is not within the VA's like minimum standard, then they're not going to service connected for it. But definitely, if any significant scars, I mean, it could be a small scar, but if it hurts on manipulation, you can get service connected for that. What is it? Okay. Here's some more dimensions. Scars 5 or more inches. Scars that are at least 1/4 of an inch. Surface couture. Any underlying tissue issues. Gamer Floridian. How about you get out of here? How about you get out of... Who is this? Who is this? Coming in here, talking all this nonsense. Who is this? Who is this? Let me take care of this. Let me take care of this. Okay. That will not be tolerated on this channel. Whoever that was, some random person. Taken care of. Sorry about that, veterans. We got a lot of haters out there. Mike, found out today I need surgery on both knees. Is the rating based on ROM? Yes. So there's different ratings for the knee. There's limitation of flexion, limitation of extension, as well as instability. So you can claim for all. Yeah, I kicked his ass, Jay. Yeah, I got you, though. Fucking coming in here talking on that fucking bullshit, random, fucking break my foot off on his ass. Anyways, yeah. So the VA they for your knee they file. Well, you can file a claim for they say range of motion, but it's limitation of flexion, limitation of extension, as well as instability. After the surgery, if you're having instability issues, you can claim that. Anything if if you're not having instability issues, but you can't fully extend your knee from a seated position, you can claim that. If you can't reach your, from a seated position like this, and you can't reach your butt, there's a percentage for that. So definitely, you got to definitely file the medical evidence on that. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull that up right quick. Oh, no problem, Mike. No problem, Mike. Big Mike. Y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process? Let your boy know. Let me. Let me pull up the knee. I get a question? Got somebody in here. Questions, comments. View deleted. Yeah, motherfucker came in here talking all that bullshit. Fuck. Throw some fucking whiskey in his eyes. Oh, what's up, Soul Flam? What's up, dog? What's Gucci with it? You just missed the you missed the first hater in here. The first hater just got kicked. Let me check it out. Let me see the knee. Okay, so as well as ankylosis. So flexion, you get anywhere from 30, 40, 50, and 60%. For extension, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. As well as for instability, anywhere from 10 to 30. Yeah, that's about it. Hopefully that answers your question. Motherfucking. Oh boy, not a hater. Yes, sir. Motherfucking haters in here came in, fucking talking nonsense. I was like, oh no, baby. Motherfucking J504 though. Bullet on knee, got stitches at VA2. Told them, told them through a grinder. Hit me. Shouldn't matter though, huh? I mean, definitely. I mean, if it's causing pain upon manipulation, definitely put in all those scar claims, dog. Put them in, dog. Put them in, dog. Put them in. Oh, but yeah, hopefully that answers your question, Mike. Oh yeah, you said copy. Thanks. Happy Friday, yes sir. Soul Flam. This motherfucker's coming in here, talk crazy. But anyways, hey, as y'all coming in, by all means, if y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process, active duty military, transitioning out, hey, there you go. LG, don't waste the whiskey, bro. Yes, sir. Let's go old school and throw dirt. Yes, sir. Throw some salt in his eyeballs, maybe. I don't know. Pocket sand. Go king of the hill on that ass, right? Motherfucking, what's his fucking Boomhauer? No, not Boomhauer. What's Dale? Go Dale on the test. Come on. Fuck out of here. Hopefully y'all staying Gucci with it. Yes, sir. Any questions at all? It's kind of bright now. We close the fucking blinds. Any questions, comments, concerns? ME. Yeah, like that. That's magnet. Amy, I'm working. I'm working on my anxiety claim. Okay, seeing the VA psychiatrist for the past 2 months. I plan to pay for a Nexus. Okay. Have you asked that doctor to provide you with a letter of support, or you just don't want to fuck up a good thing? You know, I get it, you know. Like, hey, you know, this doctor's at least doing some, you know, diagnosis, treatment history. I don't want to fucking, you know, write me a letter of support. But, you know, I mean, that's definitely an option you can do. Should that be enough to put in for a claim? Also prescribe 4 medications. Okay. When do I know if I have enough to claim to be approved? Okay, so if it's your first mental health claim, depending on if you're filing direct or secondary, that's going to matter. If it's secondary and you've already established the causation of the anxiety, cool, Gucci, you know. You definitely need to show the causation, have a diagnosis, symptoms noted in your medical records, as well as provide them with a personal statement and meat and potatoes on how has anxiety been impacting your personal and your work life. No, I got you, dog. Oh, secondary to tinnitus, yeah. So hopefully you got that causation built. Okay, so it's a secondary, so I can complete my thought. Yeah, so definitely you want to make sure that you have sufficient complaints. You don't need like 5-10 months worth of information, but you know, once you do hit submit on that claim, you know, continue to seek treatment, continue to take the medication and everything. So whenever you do submit the claim, get into a C&P exam, like, hey, you know, I submitted this motherfucker like 2 months ago. 4 months ago, 6 months ago, whatever the case may be, but I've been getting seen since X date. Here are my complaints. Here's my causation. You know, my psychiatrist has acknowledged, yes, tinnitus is causing anxiety. I'm taking medication. All this stuff. And, you know, tell them how is it impacting. Specifically for mental health claims, you need to explain and capture symptoms in your treatment history, your treatment record from that psychiatrist, as well as anything through your VA doctor, as well as double up with a personal statement, as well as with a buddy statement or two. Depending on if you're working, I definitely recommend that you obtain at least spouse, friend, or family from your personal side. If you're working, co-worker or a supervisor, or if you're just going to school, possibly that professor or, you know, a fellow classmate. I mean, but yeah, that's definitely great. That you'll be good. You'll be good. 100% you'll be good. 100%, baby. 100%. 2023, you're the vet. J504. How do you put in a claim to where it doesn't get combined with another one? So, me. All right, so J504. The way you do this is you need to show causation. If specifically for not a lot of disabilities, just disabilities within the same bodily area, or disabilities that are known symptoms of a disability, if that makes sense. You know, but I'll go into an example. Like if you're for plantar fasciitis and pes planus, you put in a claim for both. Maybe you don't have a diagnosis for both. You may have just one diagnosis, but you have complaints of both. You submit that claim in without getting a second diagnosis, blah, blah, blah. You go into the C&P exam. You know, you may be talking about one pain more than the other, and then your medical evidence doesn't support a differentiation. So that C&P examiner is going to be like, okay, well, he has mild, you know, flat feet mixed with plantar fasciitis, so I'm just going to fuck it. And, you know, he doesn't know. His medical evidence can't differentiate from the two, so we're just going to recommend, yes, we can service connect this veteran for feet-related issues, but it's not going to be two separate disabilities, if that makes sense. As well as for TBI, migraines, you know, just for another example. For veterans who are service-connected for PTSD, as well as for anxiety. There's a couple of other mental health disabilities that causes migraines and headaches, but these two are the most that are combined with a veteran's mental health claim because the medical evidence and the complaints don't really match up. Because if you're getting migraines when you're service connected for PTSD, you need to show that outside of taking your medication, outside of any episodes or any issues pertaining to PTSD, you're sustaining migraines that are lasting longer than usual. I think you made a video, but I can't. Hold on. I get you, Mike. I get you, dope. But your medical evidence doesn't differentiate from, okay, is this just being caused because of an episode, the medication, or is this completely outside of the realm? As well as with TBI, like migraines and TBIs, secondary to PTSD, your medical evidence needs to be very detailed if you're trying to get a secondary on that specific claim. Different claims are different, but hopefully I answered your question. Motherfucker, Mike, I think you made a video on this, but can you get rated for both IBS and GERD? Yes, you can. Because, yes, they're both attached, it's in your body and shit, but if you got two different diagnoses, you're experiencing two different, obviously, whatever is coming out your throat is not necessarily coming out the back, me. But definitely, you can get service connected for both. You got a diagnosis for both. Hopefully, you got the camera endoscopy and colonoscopy for both. Yeah, I was trying. I explained it in my head, Mike. I was like, that don't even sound right. Thinking about it, but if you have two diagnoses, you got the medical evidence to support both of them. You can definitely get service connected for both. But you need to, line it out. Your medical evidence needs to definitely be detailed whenever you do submit that claim. What's up, Love God? Hey, what's Gucci with it? Motherfucker, it's Friday. You know what time it is. What that? Appreciate the strife. As y'all coming in, by all means, y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process? Motherfucking ME, how do you get all your knowledge on all types of claims? Is it through your personal experience or reading VA's motherfucking Code of Federation regulations? Just personal knowledge. I mean, what the fuck? My personal experience, helping veterans. Like I said, like prior to me submitting, like going back into the VA claims process, I read a lot of denials. A lot of denials. A lot of like I was like my main focus was for sleep apnea, cause I got denied, and then as I looked into sleep apnea a lot more, I saw like a lot of veterans get denied for sleep apnea. So at least with that, I'm okay. I gotta read like what does the VA look for? What do they want to see on a sleep apnea VA claim in order for me to get service connected? Because what I submitted, I thought it was sufficient, and it should have been sufficient. You know, regardless of well, whatever. But like going through, like I read a lot of denials, a lot of court decisions, talking with different veterans. Yeah, of course, reading the CFR 38. And then I stumbled upon the M21-1 adjudication manual, and just knowing, I mean, even if I didn't read the denials, but I think they did help towards just a better understanding of the VA claims process. Understanding the CFR 38, okay, this is the basic criteria for a disability. The M21-1 adjudication manual, it breaks it down to what that specific C&P examiner and what the VA rater, what they're looking for when they're adjudicating that claim. But hopefully that answers the question. Motherfucking ME. Mike makes sense. Have GERD and records. There you go. Love God. It's 350 to 700 too much for a MH evaluation. I don't think that's too much. Is it like through a private doctor or something like that? I mean, for an evaluation. Okay, for an evaluation, yeah, it might be a little too high. I mean, if it's just like a consultation, you're trying to be evaluated and assessed, I'll say maybe no more than 150. Just like related to just regular copays or out of network copays. It shouldn't be like 300 plus. Like, what the fuck are they doing? Hopefully that answers your question, love God. LG, all right, bro. My boy that I mentioned that had mid-clinic diagnosis of daytime sleepiness is wondering what's the best secondary it to. He's 70% PTSD, motherfucking fat feet, motherfucking migraines, motherfucking rhinitis, tinnitus. Okay. Possibly PTSD. I would say PTSD or migraines. But definitely he would need to look at his medical evidence. Complain. Like if he hasn't been into the doctor, he just went to the minute clinic just to get a diagnosis real quick. I mean, he definitely needs to show causation if he plans on submitting a secondary claim, especially to PTSD. Daytime sleepiness is not a known symptom of PTSD, but if he's going to try to take that route, he needs to start complaining to his doctor. Motherfucker J504. Do you know anything about the new toxic chemical bill passed for military installations? No, not necessarily, Jay. I gotta school myself up on that. No, I'll take a look into it though. Let me hit the. Hopefully not. Okay, there you go. Let me hit the screenshot on that. I'll look into that, Jay. Appreciate the strife. You got anything you want to say on that? I mean, I can look it up right quick. Let me look it up right quick. It's probably to help prevent toxic exposures from even occurring on base. Because, I mean, we could take... so the disability increase only... Okay, so the disability increase only is for wartime veterans, like they said, or everyone. Are you talking about the next COLA increase? Cost of living increase? It's for everybody. They're just... it was something specific to plastics or something. Okay. I'll take a look into it. But that increase that's coming in, I mean, it's going to take effect January of next year. But, definitely, it's the same PACT Act, not PACT Act. It's the same cost of living adjustment that we do get. They just added some fancy words to it. I did look at that specific bill, and I did see that there's wartime, that they're adding, like, they're just breaking it down. Like they're creating and breaking down different departments to deal with different compensations for veterans to justify um, fuck, to justify different departments and processing and stuff like that. I think it's more for like a financial motherfucking footprint for for the VA. Showing, okay, hey, don't budget cut from us, because we're doing all of this. What I'm talking about. So I mean, definitely. I did look into that though. I did see that was signed. I think it was what was it? I think it was June, beginning of June. I love got a private doctor who does C&P exams for QTC. Okay, all of them. And next is like, hey, I mean, are they going to be evaluating you with the intent on providing you with a Nexus letter, DBQ? I mean, because if not, I mean, that's definitely like how many times do you have to see this doctor, and each time you're going to be paying them $300 to $700. But if it's like a one time thing, okay. I mean, if that's the case, yeah, I mean that's pretty sufficient. If they're probably charging you, $700 for you to come in, send them your medical record prior to you coming in, evaluating you, going in. I mean, it's almost like you going into a C&P exam, but it's an actual C&P examiner that's helping you out. That's he or she does work on the side. Then they call you in after evaluating your medical record and possibly at least give you a a Nexus letter, IMO/IMO, and or a DBQ. A DBQ, both of them would help expedite the claim. I would definitely recommend you ask. Okay, hey, aside from the Nexus letter, can you throw in a DBQ for your boy, girl? Come on, get your boy, motherfucking ME. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, ME. My VA experience with doctors is that I see my primary every 6 to 7 months. Okay, and specialists like neurologists once a year. How can I get causation on diagnosis if I only see them once a year and get medication? Okay, so you don't need to physically see the doctor. You can always hit complaint. Secure messages, like in the interim of you going in, like, hey, you gotta show that you're calling in, complaining to your doctor, or you're sending secure messages, or going in person. One of the three, and hopefully that doctor is writing all that shit down. So if you're calling in or going in person, hopefully they're writing it down. If not, secure messages. And if you go into the ER, minute clinic, motherfucking urgent care, all that's medical evidence in the interim. But I definitely recommend you start utilizing the secure messages to build that causation complaint history. And hopefully that answers your. Okay. Oh, I mean, yeah, you good, love God. If they're evaluating you and they're gonna be providing you with a DBQ and an IMO next letter afterwards, I mean, $700. That's pretty good. That's Gucci with it. Gucci killers. I wish I would have found that person, motherfucking, back in 2017 when 18 when I got first denied for my sleep apnea. Motherfucking Jay. It's the PFAS bill. PFAS bill? PFAS bill? That I was asking about. Okay, PFAS. Let me see. BA motherfucking PFAS bill. I'll check into it though. That's a lot to read right now. That's a lot to read. A motherfucker LG. Being that he went to the minute clinic, who should he submit documents to at the VA? I mean, he could. I would say directly go to, I think it's pulmonary, to the sleep study department in the VA. I mean, if he's not getting if his primary care provider is not jiving with him, he can contact the sleep department directly. Like, hey, I've been having issues with daytime sleepiness, sleep apnea, blah blah blah. I went into a minute clinic, got a diagnosis, got treated, got some medication. I just want to follow up with this, get some follow on treatment because I was complaining to my doctor, my VA medical doctor. And they're over there acting like ass, so I have to go out, pay my hard-earned money for a fucking minute clinic. So definitely, I would say LG have him uploaded to definitely upload it online. But I would definitely recommend that he, upload it online, but request to go to the sleep clinic, the sleep department directly. I believe it's under the pulmonary department. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Anything at all. Hey, as you're coming in, if you got any questions on the VA disability claims process, VA claims, motherfucking high value VA claims, denied claims, active duty military, let your boy know. Don't be coming in here talking all crazy like that one motherfucker coming in here acting like he won't get salt in his eyes. Any questions at all? Anything else? It's Friday. Hopefully y'all got the drinks on chill. J504. How can I tell if my PTSD is permanent or if I have to go ACL in 5 years? So you can check. I mean, you on your decision letter, it should say static. If not, or if you can't get a hold of that letter, you can always. Hopefully, you got a VSO. Give it your VSO. Request your VA rating code sheet, or you can call the 1-800 number, or contact Vera, or you can put in a FOIA request at the VA's record department in person and request that form. But I would say first check on your decision letter. If you don't have it physically, they did roll it off to where you can print off all of your decision letters online if you go to va.gov and navigate to I think it's like current claims, and then from current claims you can just click on look at the decision letter. Like go to an old claim that's already been closed out, click in there, and then it'll be a hyperlink to take you to the landing page to download all the decision letters, and then check on that decision letter to see if it's static or not. If it's static, that means you're not. That's a permanent disability. You shouldn't have any future routine exams for it. Hopefully, that answers your question. Any questions or comments? Concerns? Oh, what's up, LA? Oh, D, what's your Gucci shit? Oh, man, they're kind of far right now. I guess, better late than never. Appreciate the likes on the video. Doesn't say anything you said. I can call someone. Okay, it doesn't say anything you said. Okay. You could try calling the 1-800-827-1000, or I recommend going. Let me see if it even works. I don't know if that site works, but if you go to Google, type in VA, VERA. Okay, they got the site back up now. At first, it was that like you couldn't even find it. So go to Google, type in VERA, or if y'all are on here and y'all ever want the website, save it to your phone. Yes, sir. The website is va.my.site.com/VAVERA/S/ fuck out the way. But it's definitely back on Google if y'all want to have. Okay, so you go there, you schedule an appointment, and someone from the VA regional office is going to give you a call. 100% more than likely you're going to be able to get your VA rating code sheet from them, or at least they can identify if you have static disabilities. Oh, motherfucking Jane, service connected for PTSD. Should be more than that, Jay. Should be more than that. Okay, I just 7%. At the end of that, it should have in the information. Okay, here's the criteria for 100%. You may not rate 100% now, but this is what the VA is looking for, and then it should say if you have any future routine exams. But definitely, it will be on the first page of that, not specifically on the decision letter, but it's good. I mean, it could be in there as well. But check the first page of the packet that you got in the mail that lists all your things. What's an IMO? An IMO is independent medical opinion, or a nexus letter. It's just a short word from a nexus letter. But IMOs are mainly needed. It's a medical opinion. A C&P examiner is always going to write us one, but if we can provide the VA with one from our own doctors, it looks a lot better when we do submit that claim. In case that claim is denied, submit for a higher level review, and then it's just pretty much a piss and like if your doctor provided you with an IMO Nexus letter that you've been seeing for 6 months. I mean, fucking 2 months. It's going to look a lot better than that C&P examiner that you're seeing for 5 to 15, 5 to 30 minutes. Oh, motherfucking LA. What benefits does VA for what? What benefits does the VA give for 100%? So it depends. There's different levels. The only difference between regular 100% and 100% permanent total, depending on your state. Well, first, permanent total, you get access to Champ VA, and for Chapter 35 Dependent Education Program benefits. If you're just at 100%, you don't get neither one of those. When it comes to state benefits, depending on your state, as well as, your veteran service organization or county VSO, some of the state benefits you will have to go through a county VSO. But if you're a veteran service organization that you're currently with, if they're up to fucking help you out, which I'm staying with Wounded Warrior Project. There's the vehicle exemption. There's fast track or fucking paid toll road exemptions, property tax exemptions, small business exemptions if you plan on opening a business. There's a couple of benefits. Hopefully answers my question. LA. Jay, okay, yep. I would say, Jay, go to the first page. Not the specific decision letter, but whenever you got that whole packet in the mail, and then like it has your name, and then you open it up, and then when you go to the first page, it it lists all the percentages, and it should tell you if it's static or not. I wish I could pull. Hold on, let me see if I can pull that thing up. I'll see if I can pull it up right quick. Me. I don't know if I can put it on live, but let me see. Decision letter. Yeah, because it's not going to be on the decision letter. It's going to be on that first page. Yeah, because I'm looking at my decision letter right now, and it's not on there. Who that be? Okay. I went to the VA Facebook. You talked about there is one page. There is a one-page Nexus letter template. It is generic. If I also get my private doctor to sign it, if it was denied first round, I could file supplemental with a Nexus letter. I paid of at least 3 pages. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, there are generic ones, but I mean, it's just pretty much like. So there's like specific things that any doctor needs to do when providing a veteran with a Nexus. Pretty much, they need to evaluate your service treatment record, review, and evaluate. It's specific words that the VA is looking for. Whether you're going through the C&P, like the same shit the C&P examiner is doing, your private doctor needs to at least do as well. Review your service treatment record and evaluate the injuries and disabilities in which you supply. As well as they got to fill out, a fucking DBQ and or an IMO. If they're just providing you with a Nexus letter, okay, blah, 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 after assessing your service treatment record and reviewing it, as well as your current physical status in the history with your, current doctor, they're attributing that disability in which you're currently being treated for by them to your active duty time frame. More than likely, it's like specific, jargon that the VA likes to see. It's like the more than likely, less likely than not verbiage, but that's the verbiage you really want in there. Unless, it's a good doctor, they don't mind, putting some shit. As well as, aside from that, tack on some medical literature. Your Nexus letter should at least be, at least 2 pages, minimum 2 pages. to go into, you know, blah, 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 your history, your service treatment history, your treatment with them, assessments, anything, as well as, you know, providing the VA with medical literature they can point to, like, okay, yeah, hey, there you go. But yeah, definitely if you were denied, you can submit a supplemental on the second round. Not second round, but you know. Jimmy Dean, have you thought about doing one-on-one counseling? I mean, I do offer one-on-one counseling. You know, a lot of people don't want to fucking pay, but hey, that is an option. If y'all ever want consulting, you know, that's my goal is, you know, to be, you know, motherfucking Debo the consultant. But you know, hit me up in the email. Then we can talk about it. I don't want to get detailed on here, you know, bore y'all with the financials. It's nothing crazy. No more than 125. But but keep in mind, I'm not a VA rater. I'm not a fucking, you know, accredited claims agent. I can't submit a claim, but I can guide you in the right fucking way. Understand me? LA does 100% VA disability offers free dental services. For you, yes. For your dependents, it's almost like regular medical, you know, co-pays and shit like that. It's discounted for your dependents. Motherfucking LGJ, hey! Mine didn't become static until a few years ago, but I got a decision letter in the mail stating it. Hey, there you go, motherfucking LG. How do we access to what? How do we get access to the bases? Okay. You don't need it to be 100% permanent total now to get on base, but you do need a veteran ID or an ID. You pretty much just need a veteran ID. You know, show them your fucking ID. That's all you need. Or if you're in your state, you can get the veteran status designation on your driver's license. You can get on base with utilizing that as well. But some specific bases, like I know Air Force bases, because they're fucking chodes, do charge 6 times. Fuck out of here, dog. Sheesh, boy. I'll be sitting on gold. Nah, dog. Fuck no. I ain't doing none of that shit. Nah. I'm still trying to work out that. But you know, if y'all want to know, hit me up in the email. You know, we'll fucking depends on what type of consulting. You know, you're more email or you're more fucking phone, video, whatever case may be. You know, fuck, hit me up in the emails. I want to get detailed with it on the live. But no, it's not 6 times the fucking increase. No, it's like, nah. I'm thinking like 125. You know, something reasonable. Like a certain company. What about the Navy? Motherfucking Squidbillies. What about the Navy? What you mean? What about the Navy? What does that mean? I don't have issues getting on Navy bases. They see me like, okay, he must be someone important. Cause I was going there, you know, fucking nice haircut, motherfucking beard looking like, oh shit, this boy's a vet, baby. Oh, come on, dog. Marine bases easy, cause they see my little fucking, you know, my obviously my EGA shit, you know, I'm motivated. Air Force base they always questioning you like, why are you here? I'm like, motherfucker, let me on base. You see the ID? So, but like at least with specific Air Force bases, I mean, I've been to 3 between Cali and Vegas, and it's always been an issue getting on fucking base. At least in Cali, they want you to register with that base. So, you know, keep in mind, there may be specific bases in which you have to register your ID with them just so they can scan it. If it's not a CAT card, they got to scan it, whatever the case may be. But, you know, if it's Army or Marine, Navy, they'll fucking wave your ass in. As long as you got 2 eyes and a mouth, you be good. Motherfucking J. That's how Miramar was to me. LOL. All business. Yep. All business, baby. All business. Like, come on, baby. Come on. You got boy, got the fucking haircut, the lineup. He got the beard, motherfucking. As long as if you're going on the Marine base, before you hit that gate guard, just be like, all right. And they'll be like, all right, come on. That's it. Come on, dog. I'm here because God loves the infantry. Yes, sir. Motherfucking God takes care of his infantry men and some women. There you go. But yeah, hey, Y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process, high value VA claims, motherfucking denied VA claims? Let your boy know. But until next time, this motherfucking Debo out. Y'all stay Gucci with it. If y'all got some questions, comments, concerns about the consulting, hit your boy up in the email. It's on some. I'll leave my email in the comment section of this video once I am done. But until next time, y'all stay Gucci. Get the motherfucking crown peach. Appreciate your strife, Mike. Appreciate the super thanks, motherfucking USMC dub. Motivate Kel. Y'all stay Gucci. Motherfucker, this motherfucking Debo out.